All right, guys, this is kind of a weird video. I don't know if you can hear it. I hope you can hear it. If not, this video probably won't get published, but if I can get it on audio, it should be. So can you hear all the birdies? We have a bunch of baby birdies up here in the rafters. You can't see them. I can't see them, but I can hear them, and they're hungry. So we've got a whole bunch of baby birds. Unfortunately, they all are starlings. Mom and Dad are coming in. See if I can catch that. If I back up a little bit, she just went overhead. So it's kind of fun to know that we have life and that life continues. Unfortunately, it is starlings. Starlings are an invasive. They really don't belong here. They're a bit of a nuisance. We do try and control it, which is why we have all the bird netting up in this, rafters of our barn. But unfortunately, they can still get in here on the overhangs and the eaves, and that is now where they're nesting. And, we see Mom and Dad come in. There's been a lot of eggs that have been pushed out. So the good news is that it's sort of a controlled population boom. And, the barn cats will also, when they fledge, will help with reducing that population. And yes, that sounds terrible. But again, these are an invasive species. They are non-native. They are pushing out our native birds, so we really don't want to encourage it. But I can't help myself when we have baby birds to just enjoy the fact that there is life. They're way up here at the top, so there isn't even anything I can do about it. You can see, I don't know, maybe you can see, I hope you can see that there's natural gaps that they get their nests in. It's probably easier. Oops, sorry, Bailey. There's Mom now. There's natural gaps here in the eaves, and that's where they're building their nests. We have bird netting all up through here so that they cannot nest in the barn, but they still get up in the eaves. And now that I can hear the babies, I know that spring has sprung. We've even gone so far, just so we're clear, right, as deterrents. Where is it there? Yeah, there's bird spikes up on top of having the bird netting. So for those of you guys that are familiar with the fact that starlings are not a desired bird, we are doing our part to try and reduce the population boom. But the reality is it's not perfect. And we do have starlings nesting here. It's been kind of a constant fight throughout the years. And we've got it down to as minimal as possible. But yeah, we have starling babies. So we'll keep an eye on those guys. Sometimes I'm faced with hard decisions because a fledgling will fall out, hit the ground here in front of the barn, and still be perfectly fine, perfectly viable. And what do you do? I'd actually love your opinions on this. Here, we'll switch to baby goats while we talk about baby birds. But I'd love your opinions on what the situation is, because when a fledgling falls, I can't get them back up into their nests. We've tried that before. The nests are pretty deep in there, and we push them in, and then they come right back out. So we have options. Our options are to provide protection for them so that the cats can't get them. Mom and dad will still feed them on the ground, so they will be taken care of. But they're they're a non-native invasive species. So do we do that, or do we let nature take its course and say, well, you know, if you were in the wild, so to speak, and you fell out of your nest, there'd be no protection, you'd be on your own, best of luck, kiddo, and unfortunately that would mean you probably would not survive. I feel pretty guilty about that, right? It's a life, and I don't know that I truly appreciate the thought of just letting nature take its course when I have the ability to intervene, which is probably why I'd never be a very good scientist, because I'd want to intervene even though you really need to leave things alone. What's your opinion on that? Let me know in the comments below what you think. I might change my mind. I'd love to understand how the world is feeling right now about starlings or invasive species as a whole. Certain invasive species like lanternflies, you know, we do dispatch when we find them. Thankfully, we've really pretty much cleared the property of them. There's very few that I find anymore. But it's a lot harder when it's a bird. And so, again, just a quickie to talk about the babies because I can hear them peeping away. So let me know your thoughts. Love to hear about it. And I think, again, we'll leave it here. And until next time, the gargoyle is watching the farm. And we'll leave it there. Till next time, there's work to be done. Bye for now.